What's going on, guys? So hey, we are back for another video today, and this is just a really quick segment because today is actually January the 14th. I have not put out a video in a while, and really the reason is there was a lot of stuff going on over the holidays. Brenton and I went to LA, to Las Vegas to do a collab with some TikTokers, and well, we're back now. So real fast, I wanted to at least let you know this video is going to consist of a couple of things. You are going to get to see a absolute world's first. In this video today, we got to witness the egg laying of the world's first type of snake, and you will get to see about that all inside of this video. Hopefully you enjoy that. You're also going to get to see some footage from us traveling to Las Vegas to meet Andre and Tony Lopez, or the Lopez Brothers, which are some pretty famous TikTokers. They're a part of the Hype House. Really cool guys. Definitely stay tuned for that. We pranked them. Great collaboration. Also, since I haven't seen you guys since Christmas, I know I'd asked in a video before about what you would want for Christmas. So comment below and let me know what was your favorite gift you got and what was your least favorite gift you got. And yeah, so let's get into this video. So we are in Los Angeles, California, and I'm gonna tell you now that only in Los Angeles, California would this happen, but we are picking up a car from Avis, and the dude working the counter happens to be promoting his own product, which is
the Henlo Bowl.
The Henlo Bowl.
Place it, do it, flush it.
Which basically, exactly, it's basically like a piece of toilet paper that you lay in your toilet, do your deed, and then flush it so you don't leave skid marks like this dude. Wow. Only in LA. Piggyback ride of a snapping turtle on a friggin' alligator. We just thought it was funny that the snapping turtle was riding on the alligator.
Well, how do you think they make alligator snapping turtles?
Jay's got jokes. What is going on, guys? So we are at Prehistoric Pets in Fountain Valley, California, and if you have no idea what this place is, Jay's Prehistoric. Link is in the description to all of Jay's social media. He was kind enough to invite us in today to be able to watch a world's first, a truly world's first. So make sure you stay tuned and make sure you, what should they do, Brenton? Definitely hit the like button, right?
No.
No? Yeah. Really?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. In which case.
Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go follow Jay. Hey, Brenton, this snake over here wants to play with you.
Oh.
This one right here. Yeah. Uh-huh. Makes you want to just give him a kiss, doesn't he? He just wants to come out and kiss you.
Well,
right on the face.
he seems happy.
Yeah, he's not happy at all. You've never heard this sound. When you do hear it, it is definitely not something you want to get close to. Aw, he just wants to play.
Okay, it's a few hours later, but this is Jet.
Later? It's not later.
Well, it is
We're
later.
exactly, what do you mean we're 2 minutes on time?
I was here earlier.
I'm just kidding.
But he has the most uplifting, funny personality in like the reptile industry.
I just like reptiles, I like people, so we try to have a good time.
So what is happening? I don't know what's happening.
So what's happening is this snake right here laid a whole bunch of crazy eggs. Check them out. And that's a really rare snake. That snake right there was the first snake ever made like that. It's called an anthrax sunfire platinum, and it's the first one ever born in the world. So its babies will be the first ones ever born in the world.
Wow.
Okay,
So
okay.
It's a world's first.
Okay, let me rewrite it. Universe.
Look at that.
Okay.
Unless there's a, like, you know what they call it, a mirror,
Yeah.
what they call that?
Whatever it's
Alternate.
Yeah, alternate universe, whatever it's called.
So I might be wrong because I don't know about all the universes, but this universe, that's the only ones that ever been made.
So you could get bit by.
I hope not. I'm kind of hoping you're here to take the,
Take the
blow
bite.
for me.
Okay, all right, perfect. That's what
You
I'm
got
gonna
good
do.
insurance, right?
No.
No insurance.
Okay, guys, we're gonna start this one totally different. You're gonna see the whole process, and hopefully it's not a crazy video where I bleed.
Okay.
I brought Jose here because Jose is he's gonna bleed for me. Seriously, we can't drop the eggs because when we're pulling the eggs out, we even got a little bit of a crowd here. So the idea is that when I'm pulling the eggs in order to save the babies. I don't want the babies to basically have a poor chance of survival. In the wild, less than 1% of the babies survive. So let's see what happens when I go to pull this out.
Oh.
Unfortunately, mama is mama, which means that they sometimes want to protect their babies. Now, so what I need you to do is you need to duck down You should be okay. We don't want to get bit in the face.
Should be okay.
If you get bit, you got to take the bite.
That's fine.
Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. I will tell you that this snake is the tamest snake, as tame as any snake comes. But yes, look at all the eggs. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift it up and we're gonna tilt it a little bit down. Okay. Okay. Look at this, you guys. Okay. It's looking pretty good so far. Look at those eggs. Sometimes they take cheap shots at me. So, down here is supposed to be a box, and there it is. So the cool part about this snake is not only is she a reticulated python, you want to get around this side?
Oh,
not only is she a reticulated python, she's actually she was the world's first Sunfire Platinum reticulated python and anthrax ever produced in the world. So, the cooler part is we bred her to make the world's first ever snakes. So we're gonna so she was the world's first, and what we did is we bred her to a male that's gonna make the world's first again. Question is we don't know how many because she's a possible het albino. If her brother turned out to be het albino, it'll be incredible. Even if it doesn't end up with albino, we're gonna end up having a mottling and tiger on top of Sunfire and Platinum and Sun, which would make a super Sun. She still seems like she's as tame as she's ever been, which is really cool because the last few videos have been a little bit insane. So we're gonna go ahead and just work her off around there. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, look at this. She laid a lot of eggs. I've never seen this before. Check this out. It's like a figure 8 around 2 clutches of eggs. So she still might bite, even though she's acting like she's her normal tame self, because she is a mom. She's never laid eggs before. This is her first clutch ever. And look at all those eggs. Uh-oh, look at this. It's a little mini egg. That is tiny. Here, just for you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Just in case you get hungry. So look how tame she is. It's just incredible. She's just, even with all these, look at this. I'm gonna have to split it into 2 chunks. Oh, here we go. Look at that, guys. So the reason why they're stuck together is because in the wild they have to be stuck together, because if a big tiger shows up, starts to fight her, or some kind of animal tries to take those eggs, she's got to be able to defend the eggs without them rolling around, because if the eggs roll around, they die. So they got really well designed.
So what Jay told me to say, this is by script,
6.
that these are the world's first.
Actually, the universe is first.
Universe is first.
The universe is first. Well, this
Rattlesnakes.
Those
No.
are not. Those are. Yeah, the world's first upper mouth rattle moccasins in these eggs right here. In fact, those are the universe's first. Copper mouth rattle moccasins. Copper mouth rattle moccasins.
What are you coming out with? I got 31 in there twice.
Yeah,
31, 32, right?
Plus 2 more.
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
so what I just say? That's funny.
yeah.
Dip that one. So now what do we got?
So Jay, how long before they hatch?
It's going to take 84 days approximate to hatch.
What is going on, guys? So we are here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We started out in LA, but we're actually going to go surprise the Lopez Brothers. If you don't know who the Lopez Brothers are, they're super famous on TikTok and Instagram. And yeah, so we're going to surprise them with a betta fish, but also the older one, Andre. Yeah, we worked it out with his little brother, Tony, and we're going to scare him with a big, huge python that we're going to pick up today, and then we're going to try to sneak it on a plane to get it home. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, stay tuned for all this. We have a betta tank, we have water conditioner, bacteria, we have a betta, we have betta food, we have Brenton, who brought his hair straightener on the plane with us, and now we're picking up Kevin. That's Kevin.
Let's go surprise. Well, technically, we're really just surprising Andre because Tony knows. So let's go do this.
Who are these people? Right? How do you guys find my house?
Bro, we just looked it up on Google Maps.
Well, you saw PetSmart boxes in the kitchen.
Yeah, just 2 PetSmart boxes and
Blindfolds.
blindfolds. That's all we know that's going on right now.
All right, we're gonna blindfold them, lay them down.
Oh my god. I'm not sitting down in the chair.
No, we're
Okay,
gonna lay you guys down.
Guys,
No.
blindfolds, PetSmart boxes, and the homie, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. All right, guys.
This is all I'm gonna say. If I get bit by anything,
Well,
we're gonna have an issue.
Okay, so we're just gonna roll with it.
I need supervision. Michael!
Oh,
Michael, get out here! Come
I
here!
need supervision.
It hissed.
Do not.
What is?
I am not playing.
Dude, it's giant.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
barely fits
There's
in
two of
that
them.
box.
Oh, you just noticed.
Aren't they cute?
They're cute, right?
They're adorable.
Oh, so they're cute
actually,
enough for you
though.
to kiss? You want to give one of them a kiss?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Okay, yeah, totally.
All right, lay down completely flat, Andre. You gotta do it.
It's okay, bro. I'll hold you.
Okay, I'm up.
Don't touch it. Oh,
Just
God.
don't touch
Oh,
it.
God. Oh,
Just
God.
let it sit right there. Don't move. Oh, he's going towards
God,
Andre's
God,
face.
God, he's going towards Andre's face.
Let's move him back this way.
What is this?
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's slimy!
Oh,
Andre,
God.
come
Oh!
It's a whole snake. I swear to God, it's a snake. Not kidding. That is a snake.
Not
Dude, it's not.
I swear to God, it's
Do you want
something
to
like that.
take your blindfold off, Andre?
Yeah,
let's take him off.
Oh.
Oh my God, I knew it.
Scared of it. It's cute.
Oh, see, look at you.
I can't. I don't do snakes, guys.
Oh, God.
You can't put them upside down.
It's cute. It's cute, but
Hey, this was your brother's idea, just so you know. You can hit him with it.
Oh, for
I knew
real?
what was going on.
Oh,
I knew what was going on.
you suck.
I'm not scared of them. They're cute, bro.
They are cute, but I don't like
I was gonna buy
snakes.
one.
You guys are evil.
Wait, is this for a YouTube video?
They're adorable, but I just had a heart attack.
All right, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and since it's been a little while, I wanted to at least give you an update on all of the animals. So let's go ahead and take a look. As you know, we have the pool pond here, which the Oscar is doing great. There's this goldfish that survived and was not eaten. Right in here, you have a largemouth bass, a baby largemouth bass, and this dude is crazy. If you just notice right there, sticking under the edge of that rock right there, that is the featherfin catfish. You have one of the small plecos right there, the larger pleco, the knife fish. Everything in here is doing fantastic. Moving over here, you have the guppy breeding pond, which I actually just did a water change on. I gotta add, well, I took some water out. Now I gotta add some back into this. The guppy tank, the guppy breeding tank. This is gone to, I'm not even gonna say, while I was out of town, Brenton came in and put like 47 different guppies in here. Most of them are male. This really has to be separated and broken down. There's one female live bearer right there. That is actually not considered a guppy. It's a trident, but we will talk about that later. But there are definitely some cool guppies in here that we want to breed specific types of guppies with. But this is not the way we're going to be doing this. There is a much more methodical way that this needs to happen. It will not look like this in a couple of days. Moving on over here, we have the black water tank, which I have drained some water out of. I'm about to do a water change on this guy as well. You have the paradise betta there. You have all the neon tetras. You have the hillstream loach that's back there. And I know I've gotten some stuff about the hillstream loach, and people are talking about, well, how are you keeping it in this tank with a betta? There is a small overlap in temperatures that they both survive in, and that's what this temperature is set to in this tank, and everything is doing well in this tank. In fact, this is one of probably the longest running and most established tanks that I have, and I have no issues. That dude back there takes care of all the extra food on the ground, as well as I feed him pleco wafers because he loves that. No issues whatsoever. So everything in this tank looks great. Moving down here to the turtle tank, we have a snail right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, Elon is out. Elon is the musk turtle. There is the pink belly side neck. All of the neon tetra are doing good. I do not see the soft shell in here at the moment. Up under the waterfall, there's definitely a clown pleco. The turtle tank looks good. Everything is looking good in here. There are some plant issues, like that plant back there is dying, that Amazon sword. I need to get in there and trim that up. But everything looks good here. On to the betta breeding. So we have the blue betta, as well as the little white female back there. He is still yet to produce a bubble nest at the moment, but we are waiting for that to occur. We have all of the bettas. They are doing well. Unfortunately, we are down to 5. 7 of them passed away, and they pretty much passed away almost immediately. But these 5 are striving. Because we only have 5 of them, we're going to rehome these guys. I think I have homes for most of them, so unfortunately things just happened and they passed away, which I had fully expected that more of them would. But we were really able to revitalize the health on these guys, and they're all doing well. Moving over here to the saltwater tank, with the clownfish are looking good, the saltwater's looking good. If you notice, somebody made a comment about how there was dino, which is a type of algae growth that happens in a saltwater tank, and the tank was sick. Well, I'd like to inform you that that is gone, and that was not in fact dino. I had it tested, we looked at it, we figured it out, and it was not. It was, I cannot remember, I'm not a saltwater guy necessarily, but it was something that just happens in the beginning of a cycling of a saltwater tank. But like I said, it is completely gone. The tank is healthy. I'm actually about to do a water change on this guy. So I am going to take a water sample prior to. I'm going to do a water change, take a sample after I do the water change, and we're going to go up to Aqua Studios, and we're actually going to get both sets of water tested just to see if the parameters are good. But as you can see, the Bang-Eye Cardinal are good. The clownfish are good. The coral's looking good. Oh, there is the big algae-eating snail, and the meat-eating snail is in here somewhere, but he does not come out until I feed. Now, what I do feed this tank is reef food from rods. It is a fresh, frozen food. Take a little, small little piece, about this big, little tiny square, drop it in a cup, dip the cup into the water, take some of the warm salt water, let it dissolve, pour it back in, and they go crazy. They absolutely love it. So, everything in here looks good. Let's move on to the other tanks. Here is the guppy breeding tank, which there's one of the endlers. There is the big old pregnant female right there. There is another endler in here, as well as some more females, but they're always up inside of the plants. We'll find those later on. I need to do a water change on this guy, trim up some of the plants, but everything is looking good in here. Here is the 100-gallon. I've already completed a water change on this guy. I need to actually vacuum the sand a little better. My gravel vacuum has a hole in one of the tubes, and I need to get a new one because it's causing a vacuum issue. So I need to come back in and actually vacuum this sand out a little better. But we have Zeckley, he is doing well. Billy, we have the black angelfish. I have not talked about this in a video. I know Brenton talked about these glow tetras being in here. The glow tetra, if you notice when I just went through the tank room, the glow tetra were actually rehomed into this 100-gallon temporarily, and the reason is because those guys are actually in one of those standard Walmart branded 10-gallon starter kits. And while I was out of town, luckily I have water sensors, I have cameras, and I have somebody that comes over that takes care of my animals while I'm out of town, and that 10-gallon tank started leaking in one of the seams and drained completely all over the wood floors in my tank room. So luckily somebody was able to come over, get the fish, which were sitting in literally a ½ inch of water, bring them in here and relocate these into the 100-gallon after acclimation, and we're able to save them. We did not lose a single one, which is fantastic, but we did lose the 10-gallon tank. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to, I'm not going to be mad about having to throw that tank away, but it just completely went into the trash. I have no intentions of trying to reseal it, especially considering the fact that one of the big box stores right now has their $1 per gallon. I can just go pick up a new one for $10 if I wanted to. That's not the plan. These glowfish, as much as I love how colorful they are, they do not work in this tank. So I'm actually going to be rehoming these. I met somebody one day in a big box store who happened to be looking at buying these, and these things are almost $10 a piece. I told her, I said, listen, I've got 8 of them or so. If you would like them, I will happily rehome these to you. So that's probably the plan with these glowfish, with the glow tetra. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, Cory catfish are looking good. The pleco's looking good. There's the ballast shark. He is growing significantly. Here is the massive big pleco, and then there's some new fish in here that Brenton added while I was gone. But everything in here is looking good. We have one more tank to look at. Unfortunately, this tank is very, very dirty, so I'm going to give you this disclaimer now. So this is the tank that had ick, and I am going to tell you, unfortunately, every fish in this tank died. Well, almost every fish in the tank died. So what we had is quite a few neon tetra, and I want to say they were glow tetra. I don't remember exactly what they were. They did not have the signature blue and red color to the tetra. They were a black. It was almost like a black neon tetra, to be honest with you. There were rasboras and 2 Cory catfish. What we have left is, and honestly I don't know why, I have not done the research on this yet, but the ick did not affect any of the rasboras, and I knew it wasn't going to affect the Cory catfish. As they are an armored fish, you really don't you don't see it very often in them. I'm not saying that it can affect them, but normally it doesn't. The rasboras, though, completely survived. Not a single death of a rasbora. However, all of the neons did die, unfortunately. I could not get the ick under control. I mean, it spread so fast through those neons. Never saw a single instance of it on the rasbora. So I'm thinking it was ick. It looked like ick. I treated it as if it was ick. But unfortunately, all the neons died. I do have all the rasboras, and I do have all of the Cory catfish, where there were only 2. My plan is I'm going to have to break this tank completely down. Because of the treatment process, I could not have a filter running. The light was supposed to turn off. The heat had to go way up, and there's algae that's in here, and I got to clean it off the rocks and such. So we are going to be breaking this tank down, rescaping it. The rasboras and the Cory catfish will be going back in there, and then we will introduce some more neons at a later time. So let's take a look at that. As you see, there is some algae growth. Overall, the water is really clear. I did change out the carbon in the internal filter, but I have to get all this algae cleaned off. I really did not want to disrupt the cycle of trying to treat this ick, so I did not mess with a lot of it. I didn't, I did water changes as recommended by a couple of people that I talked to. I did those types of things, but now I really need to break this thing down, clean it really well, get all this algae out of here, and reset this thing up. But as of right now, the rasboras look fantastic. I'm getting rid of this Monte Carlo. I need to clean this driftwood off, and then, like I said, these rocks really need to be cleaned. We also have a huge snail in there, which I'm assuming came from the plant. It's the only one that I see, and it's the only one that I have seen. I'm not really sure if that is a specific species of snail, if that is a pest snail. I'm not really sure. So if you know, let me know, but that guy is the only one that's in there, and I have seen no indications of snail eggs being laid, which you can definitely see when they are. In fact, I will show you right now what they look like. If you look right here, you can see this picture of all of the snail eggs. So yeah, I mean, they are just, they reproduce so fast. But like I said, this tank will actually be broken down, cleaned very, very well, and then reestablished with the rasboras and the Cory catfish back in this. I think that that's the best approach, and then later on we will add some more neons to it and things of that nature. I'm going to change the scape just a little bit. I have a couple of more pieces of rock that I want to use, and I may utilize a little bit more substrate, but we will see how that turns out. With that being said, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video today. Sorry it has been a little bit since I put out a video, but another one will be coming soon. Probably my next video is going to be something to do with breaking down that tank. We will see how that goes. But once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. And if you have not followed us on Instagram or you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that now. And hey, we will see you next time.